A distant alarm blares, not one of immediate danger, but a low, persistent thrum of unease. Somewhere, a global threat has just been averted. Perhaps a meteor deflected, an alien invasion repelled, or a supervillain's plot dismantled. And standing amidst the grateful populace, the unshakable figures of the Justice League. Superman, a beacon of hope, effortlessly levitating above the fray, his cape a symbol of benevolent power. For many, this sight brings immense comfort. For others, however, that same image ignites a different kind of feeling, fear, a very specific, very potent fear. Welcome to a deeper dive into the world of Justice League Unlimited, where the line between savior and potential threat becomes terrifyingly blurred. We're not talking about external villains today, but an enemy born from within, from the very anxieties of the world these heroes protect. This is the story of Project Cadmus, a shadowy government organization, and their chilling, recurring nightmare, a rogue Superman. Imagine, for a moment, being a global leader. You've witnessed the almost limitless power of beings like Superman, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern. You've seen them move mountains, survive galactic explosions, and disarm weapons that could end civilizations. And while they've always used this power for good, a chilling question inevitably arises. What if they didn't? What if, one day, the man who can fly faster than a speeding bullet, who is more powerful than a locomotive, decided to stop being a hero? What if the benevolent sun, nurturing life, suddenly decided to burn it all away? This profound existential fear is the very foundation upon which Project Cadmus was built. Their mission, in their own eyes, was not malicious. It was, rather, a grim necessity to create countermeasures, contingencies, fail-safes against the Justice League, whom they saw not just as saviors, but as an unchecked, potentially catastrophic force. And at the very top of their list, their greatest concern, their ultimate fear, was undoubtedly a rogue Superman. Under the watchful, pragmatic eye of individuals like Amanda Waller, Cadmus operated in the shadows, amassing resources, developing technology, and even creating superpowered beings designed specifically to neutralize League members. Their methods were often ethically dubious, their secrecy absolute. They believed that humanity needed protection not just from alien invaders, but from the very beings who swore to protect them, should those beings ever stray from their path. It was a cold, calculated logic, better to be prepared for the worst-case scenario, no matter how unlikely it seemed. The ethical waters here are incredibly murky. Can you blame a government for wanting to protect its people from any potential threat, even one as seemingly altruistic as the Justice League? Yet, on the other hand, what does it say about trust, about the very foundation of heroism, if those who sacrifice everything for humanity are met with suspicion and clandestine preparations for their downfall? This created a compelling political and ethical conflict that permeated the series. The Justice League, once untouchable paragons, found themselves under scrutiny, their motives questioned, their very existence seen as a problem to be solved. As the storyline unfolded, the tension ratcheted up. The League became increasingly aware of Cadmus's existence, of their clandestine operations, and of the fear that fueled them. It wasn't just a political disagreement, it was deeply personal. Superman, in particular, was forced to confront the idea that his immense power, which he wielded with such care, was seen by some as a ticking time bomb. How does one inspire trust when the very act of existence inspires fear? How do you protect a world that's preparing to turn on you? The entire narrative arc built to an unforgettable crescendo. The storyline culminated in a tense, heartbreaking standoff, often referred to by fans as the Cadmus coup. Circumstances, both accidental and manipulated, led to the Justice League being framed for a global incident, pushing the hidden fears of the world to the surface. The government's superpowered forces, born of Cadmus's paranoia, were unleashed. The heroes, including Superman, found themselves facing not just enemies, but literal reflections of the fear they inspired. genetically engineered clones, technologically advanced warriors, all designed to bring them down. It was a battle not just of strength, but of ideologies. It questioned the very role of superheroes in a world that both desperately needs them and profoundly fears them. The climax wasn't a simple brawl. It was a devastating confrontation where Superman, at his most vulnerable, was forced to confront his own perceived fallibility and the consequences of unchecked power, even if that power was only ever meant for good. He saw firsthand what fear could build and what it could destroy. Ultimately, the resolution of the Cadmus storyline wasn't a clean victory or a simple defeat. It was a complex understanding, a grudging, painful acknowledgement that trust is a two-way street and that even the greatest heroes must be accountable. It left us, the audience, with profound questions. How much power is too much? Can society ever truly embrace beings of immense ability without building contingencies against them? And where does the line lie between necessary precaution and destructive paranoia? The Cadmus storyline in Justice League Unlimited serves as a powerful reminder that heroism isn't always about punching villains. Sometimes it's about navigating the complex, often uncomfortable, relationship between power and trust, between need and fear. It's a compelling exploration of the human condition, reflected in the most superpowered of settings. What are your thoughts on this delicate balance? Do you believe governments are right to prepare for the worst, even from their saviors? Or does such fear undermine the very trust essential for a hero's work? Share your perspectives in the comments below. If this thoughtful journey through one of animation's most compelling ethical dilemmas resonated with you, consider subscribing or following for more deep dives into the stories that shape our understanding of the world, even the fictional ones. Thank you for listening.